Are you thinking about refinancing your house but wondering if now is a good time or if interest rates right now is a good time to lock in? I am going to give you an update on interest rates currently as they stand at the beginning of March 2021 and explain why I think you should jump in and refinance right now. In comparison to last week, interest rates have actually climbed. Freddie Mac's weekly survey showed that this week interest rates have gone up from 0.25% to 0.375%, and even some lenders are seeing jumps as high as 0.5%, so half of a percentage point. So yes, interest rates are on the climb, which usually you're like, man, should I refinance right now? Because I don't want to refinance and get locked in at a higher rate than what I would really like. So let's break it down. Let's figure out if you should jump in right now. Deciding whether to refinance can seem difficult, but it's actually really simple. And I've made a few other videos on how I go and decide whether or not I'm going to refinance my house. Now, obviously, one of the biggest things is interest rates. So right now, our question is, are interest rates going to go up right now or are they going to go down? Because if they're going to go down in the near future, I want to wait to refinance at that lower rate. But if they're going to go up and it's going to go up for a while, well, I want to lock in that interest rate and keep it low as humanly possible, as low as I can get it, so that way I can save as much money as possible. And that is what I am all about. I'm about saving as much money as possible. I love personal finance, so do me a favor, hit that subscribe button. I would like to reach as many people as possible to help them be better with their money. All right, so here's the reason I think you should lock in interest rates right now, especially if you are considering refinancing and it is a low enough rate that you get a lower monthly payment, you can pay off your mortgage quicker, a few other of those tests. Is right now I see it that rates are going to go up. Everything is pointing to interest rates increasing, and that's largely due because of some economic recovery, some stimulus packages. But in early 2020, when they dropped all the interest rates because of the pandemic, economic outlook was really bleak because they just didn't know exactly how everything was going to go with the pandemic. Things have shifted a little bit and cases are on the decline, and that may be in part because of vaccines. Now, everybody's outlook may have also gotten more positive because they are seeing vaccines go out. And so a lot of people say, oh man, if there's a vaccine, then things are going to get a little bit better. And so everything's just kind of shifting to a more positive vibe. And when people have a positive sentiment, especially with the economy, then the economy typically does a little bit better. And if the economy does better, then interest rates are going to increase. That is why I think now is actually a really good time, because I don't see it dropping significantly in the near future. I actually see it increasing steadily over the next year. And so now could be a great opportunity to jump in and to lock in a really low interest rate. Even though they've increased from last week, they're still extremely low. With 2020, the rates just plummeted to historic lows. And so you could actually get a 30-year mortgage in the 2% range, which is insane. And right now, it's going to be hovering right around 3%. And so it's still super, super low. When I first bought a house 5 years ago, I had what I thought was a really, really, really low rate, and it was 4.25%. And then I bought a house 3 years ago. I moved and bought a different house, and that rate was actually 3.99%, which I thought was even better, which is awesome. And then I just barely refinanced like 2 months ago, and I got 2.99%, and I didn't even have to pay closing costs on that. And so rates have just plummeted. And it's funny because my parents, they would be pumped when they were my age to get a mortgage that was below 10% in interest rate. Like if they had a single digit interest rate, it was amazing. And so we are still sitting at super, super low rates. So if you have FOMO and saying, crap, I missed my window, I should have refinanced last month, now is still a really great time to refinance and to save yourself a lot of money to help yourself get out of debt quicker. This video is a really quick one. I've actually made 2 other videos on a simple way to decide whether or not refinancing is worth it. I'll put links down in the description because that is where I do a full analysis, and then I do a quick and easy one as well, just deciding, is it lowering my monthly interest payment? Is it going to give me the ability to pay off my debt quicker? How much money on interest am I going to save by refinancing my house? So if you want to answer those questions, go check out those other videos. Thank you for watching. If you found value in this, please hit that thumbs up. because it'll tell the YouTube algorithm to push this out to as many people as possible. And that's what I want to do. I want to help people get better with their personal finance. We'll talk to you later.